All right, yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football League Premier League debate show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Got myself, Shaq, Tobias in the building. All right, let's go straight into it. So every Thursday we do the Premier League predictions. Every week we try and predict what the score line is going to be. You can always join in. If you get the correct score line, you get 1 point. If you get the correct result, you get 3 points. What's up?
1906 ain't here. And you're coming with some dead energy today.
It's going to dead energy. We're trying to kill the team.
Real. You see these previous shows you've been coming on, teeth smiling. I just see bag of teeth. All of a sudden, some serious face. You're right, yeah.
Yeah, they've got the dragon.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
cool. I'm cool.
You know what? It's been a long time since I've had a week like this, so where you feel in your feelings and that. It's been a while. You know what? You're getting shades of yesteryear.
The back of the day stuff. The Martin Skirtles. The Martin Skirtles at the back, Mignolet at the back of that. Lovren and that.
Konchesky signings and that.
Oh, mate. Poulsen.
The head's going.
Poulsen and them, man. Oh, man. I'll be thinking, you know what? Especially we got Bournemouth on Saturday. That's lucky, you know, because I think any other team, even at home or away, it would have been shaky. But even if Bournemouth score, you know, if Bournemouth score first, I can't
see them scoring.
Imagine if Bournemouth score first. How shaky would that be? Like back in the day, Bournemouth score first, start laughing there, dead work.
Because it was at Anfield and it's Bournemouth. Have they scored a goal yet?
Yeah, remember they beat Villa first game of the season.
Oh yeah, Neymar did Neymar back? Yeah, but I can't see it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, all right, we'll go to the Premier League predictions. Like I said, if you get the correct score line, you get 3 points. If you get the correct result, you get 1 point. I'm in the lead, but last week Tobias won last week, so I'll go to my predictions first. I've got 2-2 Man United and Southampton. I just feel I can't. You know what? I still don't trust Man United. Great result against Liverpool.
No, you can't trust us. I agree.
But yeah, 2-2. If you lot win, then I think you lot maybe turn the corner. I think Brentford will beat Everton. I think Everton are terrible. Leeds, Brighton, that can go either way in my opinion, but I've just gone for Brighton. Chelsea will come back against Leicester. I think Liverpool will get the points. I think Palace, Man City will be a tough game, you know. I think Man City will win. But Palace always give them a good game, especially even at the Etihad. And they've won a few times there anyway.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. They set up like when Wolves used to always give Man City problems. They've got that pace.
Yeah, on the counter.
Eze, Zaha.
Yeah.
I think Elise's injured, isn't
he? Yeah. But if Eze and Zaha can play 9s out of 10s, then they've got half a chance of causing them problems. Still won't win, but they'll cause them problems. Arsenal beat Fulham, carry on their good run.
Anderson's a decent defender as well.
Very good. He's got great diags. Have you seen his diags?
How did we miss him?
Oh, mate. He's very good. Very good. And I think Villa West Ham, I think if West Ham could beat Villa, I think Stevie Gerrard's under pressure, but that's my predictions. And I've got the Sunday's games. I've gone Wolves to beat Newcastle. I think Newcastle are doing well. I think Newcastle could be the best of the rest. I think they can come 7th. And I think Spurs will continue their good run. And I think they'll beat Nottingham Forest comfortably. All right, let's go to Tobias's predictions.
You know what? I didn't mind your scores still.
Yeah?
Your scores looked all right.
Yeah. Man United continue their great fall. 2 wins out of 2, 3-1. Brentford beating Everton. No one rates Everton. I think their team's dead.
Where's their goals coming from?
None.
And 60 mil for Gordon. Oh my God.
What do you think of Gordon?
He's mad.
What do you think of Gordon?
Nah, bro.
What's the difference between? I know 60, but the thing is, what's the difference between Gordon and what's his name? He plays on the other side of the wing, McNeil. What's the difference?
Well, Gordon's younger. He's younger and he's more direct, isn't he? McNeil's fell off a bit. McNeil was at one point he was showing form for Burnley, but he's got comfortable. But Gordon's hungry.
Yeah, he's just got a
The
lot.
hunger strikes, man. Like
He's got a lot of pace.
hunger makes up for. You gotta say 60%.
60 mil is a lot of money.
Right.
That's a lot of
60
money.
million for Gordon, and they're debating it. That's mad.
That's mad. That's a lot of money. I do
That
like.
is mad.
He can carry the ball like from 30, 40 yards, but he's gonna get a culture shot when you play for the big boys. There's no space. Like you
If
have to
they
have
end up
more.
spending 60 million on Gordon, then I'm not that angry that we spend 70, 80 million on Anthony.
Yeah, it's
Because
basically the safe thing.
that's nuts.
Yeah,
It just don't make
yeah.
sense. None of them make sense, to be fair.
No, but the thing is, with Chelsea have spent what, nearly 140 mil. I think it'd be close to nearly 200 mil if Gordon goes to Chelsea. We
Then
should
they
be
look
talking
at
about. Huh?
Then you got to think about they might get Fafana, so that's
I know that's what I'm saying. Don't you
big
feel
money.
they should be talking about that? Should be a title challenge. They should be winning leagues with the money they spent. They spent a bag of money, and people it's gone under the radar. If they get Fafana and they get Gordon with the
They
players
lost a
bought
bit, though, didn't they? They lost like a few players.
in.
They lost and like their
Yeah.
midfield was always sort of aging anyway. And now it's sort of showing wear and tear. Kante can't stay fit. Kovacic picks up an injury.
A good player though, yeah.
A good player, and Jorginho sort of slightly. I don't
Yeah,
think it.
their
The system doesn't
midfield.
suit him.
Yeah, their
It's not
midfield slightly.
Sarri ball no more. System
Mm,
doesn't suit him, so he's
yeah,
not doing what he used to.
their midfield slightly getting on a bit. All of them really. So they've kind of need to, bit like Liverpool's, they need to trim that wage bill down and the age down. But yeah, 4-0 Liverpool, Bournemouth. You think Liverpool are going to smash Bournemouth? 3-2 Palace. You feel like Palace will cause them problems, but Man City will usually win. Arsenal will be comfortable with Fulham. You're going for a away win for West Ham, yeah? You think Gerrard? That's shock. You see that smile. You think Gerrard's under the cosh if he loses that?
I do, you know. Like I expected better from Gerrard, to be fair. When he first came in, I thought he's going to do decent, especially when they backed him, or like initially.
And they gave him funds.
Yeah, they gave him funds. I don't like. He made bold decisions, which I like, in terms of he stripped Mings of the captaincy. I agree, Mings shouldn't have been captain. Yeah, and it's what he inherited. But I think because he let it go for the season, that was he should have come in and done it straight away.
Yeah, but the thing is, he stripped him of the captaincy, and then bring him back in next week.
Yeah, but that was you see how calm as a bitch, yeah, because his new signing got injured, got a cruciate.
I know.
A big injury.
He's done.
So where does he go?
Yeah,
where does he go? Then he has to bring him back in, and it's just like nightmare.
Yeah, that's mad. But yeah, I think he needs to get a result. But he's gone for a away win. Last 2 games, he's gone for Newcastle to beat Wolves. Yeah, you think Newcastle carry on with their?
Wolves ain't got goals. Wolves always struggle scoring goals. That's their problem.
They do.
They create. Pope will probably have another stormer, and then they're looking at Isaac.
Yeah,
decent. You see Isaac's goal against Barca.
He's a problem.
Even though he didn't score that many goals last year, he scored like 6.
But the attributes,
scores are decent.
Yeah, but he's got attributes where he suits the Prem. If you look at him,
yeah,
6 foot plus, quick, strong, and can finish. He can finish.
The goal that he scored against Barca in the first, I think it was the first week with the dink, horrible.
Yeah, he's very good for Newcastle. Personally, I think Newcastle could be the best of the rest. I think they could come 7th.
They scare me because they haven't even been spending money stupidly.
No, they ain't started yet.
Bruno Guimaraes, how did he slip under? I know Arsenal was looking at him. That's a total miss. Everyone missed him. Like that's nuts. Like he does a bit of everything.
Yeah, he can play.
You know what I'm saying? And they've just made smart signings. They're looking at Isaac. They've been able, even though Manu have been linked to, even though we've been linked with everyone, been linked with St. Maximum. They've kept him thus far. Like they've just been making smart signings, like Pope.
Yeah, good signing, good Premier League player.
Like Pope's got a shout for the World Cup.
I think he's got a shout to be number 1, but he won't.
That's what I'm saying. But especially if Everton keep losing, but they'll go to his stride untrusted. And Trippier's a problem.
7 out of 10, man.
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
And he's got quality.
He's got quality. Dead balls, yeah.
So
I think they got. I think they'll be decent if they can come 7th, 8th with the team they've got, and then they can kick on again. I think in 3 years' time they're looking fighting for Champions League. I reckon because they've slightly buying the right players. They're bringing Botman's a good player.
Yeah, Botman.
Yeah,
They've made some decent signings.
Good signings under the radar. And then they've got solid man like Wilson. You know, Wilson will get you 15 plus. He's got injuries. He'll get injured, but you'll get you 15. You'll get you 15 though. But they got like man like Wood who come off the bench and do something if they got a plan B. I think they got a decent side. I think they'll be all right. I think they could become 7th or 8th. But yeah, Newcastle get an away win, and Spurs will carry on winning their game against Nottingham Forest. Let's see what happens. So if you want to join in, you can put it in the comments what your predictions will be. All right, Champions League draw just a couple of hours ago.
I don't know about this dead draw, bro.
I know. I didn't see Man United. I missed them. I don't know what draw you was in. Was it what draw you guys in? I didn't see you, man.
I think I drew was Friday. So.
Oh, was it Friday? Yeah, the Europa League draw, the Europa draw. All right. But yeah, Champions League draw. Liverpool got do the English clubs. Got Ajax, Liverpool, Napoli, and Rangers. Like we said off air, Liverpool seemed like they always get Napoli, which is just
put them in the
so boring.
Straight away.
Oh, I do it all the time. It's so boring.
It seems like it's the same as last. It just always
get Napoli,
and they always cause you problems.
Always, especially away from home. We always lose the away game, and we mostly have to win the home game against Napoli to go through. But it'd be interesting to see how Rangers do because I haven't seen Rangers play a lot, but they seem at home they always win. They always beat some decent sides.
But they lost that Calvin Bassey, you know that defender. He went Ajax, didn't he?
Ajax, yeah, he's at Ajax. He's coming back,
playing. So I think they lost a couple more. A few did as Morales left? Yeah.
He's supposed to, but I don't rate him, bro. Like this guy's supposed to leave about 5 years ago. He never leaves. He always tries to force a move, but no one wants him back.
He stopped getting sent off. That's what you know. Because I thought he was because he kept getting sent off. No, you don't even get sent off again.
Yeah, no one still wouldn't want him. But
and they lost that Joel Aribo, didn't they? That went to Southampton.
Oh yeah, midfield player.
Right, and striker. He was playing like out front for them in the end.
Oh, okay.
He played up front for them in the final, didn't he?
Yeah. But it'd be interesting to go and see Rangers. But
Ryan Kent, return of the Kent, boy.
Yeah, could try to do bits against Liverpool.
Ryan's their star boy. Causes problems, to be fair.
He does. He does.
And he could cause Trent all sorts if he causes that.
Well, anybody who's a runner with dribbling ability causes Trent problems. Fucking hell.
Nah,
I love Trent.
Trent's been getting killed, to be fair.
Oh no, they're killing him. Him.
Save Trent. Save Trent.
I love Trent, but boy, I wouldn't be shocked if he don't make the plane for the World Cup squad.
No, he doesn't suit how Gareth wants to play though. Caution first.
But does he suit a lot of teams though? If you look at the bigger picture,
he suits European teams. He goes Real Madrid or Barcelona, he plays straight away. There's no argument.
Yeah,
there's no debate.
They'll love him.
It's only where we're here. Other man's got to do that job, isn't it? Like, yeah, he can get caught out and he can get exposed at times. But you just got to find a way around it. To me, Hendo's not doing his job no more.
Yeah, his legs are gone. That was his job.
So now you need another cover. You need a Casemiro type to cover Trent.
Yeah, a Declan Rice.
Type.
Yeah.
You need someone to be doing his covering and his running and doubling up on people. Especially when he comes up against tricky wingers. But
yeah. Because basically we do play. Basically, the back line kind of plays 1v1s all over the pitch. There is no cover really.
Yeah,
you might have cover in the middle, but the wide areas is basically 1v1.
Football's horrible because now I'm seeing the daggers out for Van Dijk as well.
I know. They're trying to kill everything. I know.
Yeah, well, we said it though. We called the arrogance shout.
Yeah, it has. It's sly arrogance.
It for a while still.
Because there's a few games where he's been exposed like that in a sense of not going out and closing down the forward player, but we've won. I could go back to the Champions League final when we Champions League final, and we could go to the Inter Milan game where at home, where I think it's who's the striker for them? Martinez had the ball 25 yards out. If he just engaged and closed him down, because Martinez is not going to run him. It was Lacey said, "Go and shoot."
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Martinez said, "All right, hold this." Bang, top corner. Where if you just would have just closed him down, nothing would have happened. But
is that more of a? But sometimes from a defender, if you're 25 yards out, like shooting it.
yeah, but
Like,
if you're,
because you've got big Allison behind you, like it's got
yeah,
to
I
be a
know.
worldie to beat Allison.
Mm.
Do you know what I mean? So I half get that. You don't want to draw out because. So I kind of get that, but he has. I think the Mitrovic one was a teller because he should have come over much earlier. As you said, the final against Real Madrid, he got caught lacking a bit there a couple of times. I don't know. I think.
But with Van Dijk, if you're 6'5" and you're quicker than most strikers, you're stronger than most strikers. If you just go out there, they're not going to beat you for pace. Even if they push, you've got the pace to get back. And we've seen the recovery pace is ridiculous. So I don't know why sometimes he just kind of just stands there and just dangles a leg.
Because it's, you know what it is?
Maybe it's too easy. I don't know. Maybe it's too easy for him.
I think he's scared of being taken on in terms of, because he's got this reputation now. He doesn't want to get sort of violated in a way. So he'd rather back off and not leave himself exposed in that way. I feel that it's a bit like that.
I think that's the
he's playing safe, even though he's got the quality,
the tools, to deal with it.
He's playing safe because he wants to keep that. Because you know, as soon as everyone's going to be on it. Van Dijk gets turned once.
That's mad, isn't it?
And it's getting thrown up on like a YouTube short or something, and it's a problem, isn't it?
And that's the thing now. We're in an age where if you do one mistake, it is a wrap. Where back in the day, I've seen the Maldinis and Cannavaros get twisted.
Right, man.
Twisted.
Oh, come on.
I've seen Brazilian Ronaldo twist, man.
Come on.
Put it on Stam and all of that. And it was
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Let's not just get up and brush it off. But it's hard though.
It's hard now. It's hard now because if you get dubbed up, you're in a meme, you're in everything.
You just need to have a trap phone. You don't need to go. What are you on the internet for anyway? Forget all that. Have a trap phone or something. Don't have no WhatsApp where no one can send memes or nothing. Have an old school trap phone, £20 joint, blue screen. Yeah, don't watch any of that.
No,
you do, bro. You get caught in a hole, man.
I remember the Messi. You know when Messi played when Barca played Bayern, where he twisted Boateng.
Yeah,
bro. I see so.
It was like that.
I've seen memes where he's twisted him and he's like they put a ditch and they've turned him and he's gone into the ditch and he's kept on going.
He ain't been the same since though.
No, he hasn't.
Because head loss. You know what I'm saying? I swear he got done for domestic violence as well. This is what happened. His missus must have said, "Look, don't have to call Messi on you
again." Shut up. Let me call Messi in it. Where's Messi? Where's my phone?
She must have saved the clip or something. No, it's violation. No, you see, this is what I'm saying. Just don't do it.
Was maybe his kids, and put it on TV and on YouTube. Found it on YouTube. Look, Dad, look at this.
Horrible. He's horrible.
Oh, it's bad.
John, come on, we said it many times, man. I do feel for them in that way, but you just got to ignore it, man.
You
just can't watch it. You can't, just don't do it, man.
No, you don't. It's mad. It's mad. It's mad. But yeah, Liverpool got Ajax, Napoli, Rangers. Who you think are going through if you had to choose?
Well, given the fact that we've sort of raped Ajax, but Napoli have been raped. So, for their players, maybe they're not best term, but all their players are gone. It's got to be you or Napoli, I reckon. Rangers are always there, though. Rangers are a pest. But Ajax, how can you
That's
say
a good side. I'm going for Liverpool and Ajax to qualify.
I'm going to go. Napoli have lost a lot of players, but Ajax are going to have lost a lot of players. I'm going to go Liverpool with Napoli.
All right. So yeah, Liverpool, Napoli. I'm going Liverpool, Ajax. All right. Spurs have got Frankfurt, Sporting, and Marseille. You know what? I think Spurs and Conte, for example, they need to do something in this competition. Because I think if you look at Conte's record, he always wins here. He always wins leagues. But if you look at his Champions League record as a manager, it's not the best. If you know what I mean, it can be better.
Is it the perfect group for them now?
I think it's a perfect group. I think it's a group where they should qualify.
They should.
They've got Frankfurt, Sporting, Marseille,
underdogs.
hungry
Frankfurt won
guys.
the Europa.
Yeah,
Marseille got some half decent players there.
But Frankfurt came about 11th. I think they came 11th in the Bundesliga. I don't think they're a good side. I know they've lost one. I think they're one of their best players leaving. I know West Ham were after him. I know Juventus. I think it's Juventus are trying to buy one of their best players. So I don't feel they're going to be a real problem. Sporting. They have good young players, but their best players have left as well.
I go Spurs and Marseille for that, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I think Spurs will top the group, and I think I'll go for Marseille as well. I do, especially I think Marseille, the biggest club in France, so hopefully they can come back and do their thing. But I think Spurs and Marseille will go through. Chelsea got AC Milan, Salzburg, and Dynamo Zagreb. I think that would be routine for Chelsea. I think they'll go through.
Shout out to Frenchie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
since Abramovich has been gone. Can't find him.
You can't find him.
Jeez. Same with 1906. I hope one of them can back you up while I'm away next week. So
I'm about to be by myself if Liverpool lose.
I'm telling you to hold him down because was 4, boy. See, and he gets peak. See, I've been here through the storms.
I know you have still. You still come out on the other side. Coming out on the other side.
These men just go quick.
Oh man, you see the light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, I think Chelsea will go through. I think AC Milan. They have to do something in the Champions League. But I wouldn't be surprised it'd be mostly Salzburg. I think they're usually decent, to be fair.
Is that Sesko's going to the Leipzig, isn't they?
Is it Leipzig?
Yeah,
that's what they.
RB.
Yeah, they do it all the time. You know, they do it all the time. Well, they're both the same club, really, isn't it? Red Bull, aren't they? So
Red Bull.
That's what they do. And the thing is, as well, I think the players know it's a good move for them because they know they're selling club. So if you do bits, they'll let you go. But I think Chelsea, and I go with AC Milan, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I'll go AC, yeah, really.
Yeah. And Man City have got Seville, Borussia Dortmund, and Copenhagen. That's flipping there. They could put their C team, man. I think.
You know what? It's mad though. Look at all the players going back to their old clubs.
I know.
Ryan Kerr's going back to Liverpool. Yeah. Haaland's going back to Dortmund. Lewandowski's going back to Barca.
Yeah.
I mean Bayern Munich. Sorry.
Bayern Munich. Yeah.
It's mad, bro.
Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. But it is a setup. It's revenue and all sorts. It's just everything. Just everything. You know. Yeah, of course.
Build up the group games and like. Haaland's going back to Borussia.
Cool. So I think Man City will constantly go through. I think I'll go for Seville. I don't think Borussia Dortmund all that. I'm gonna go for Seville. Seville always do decent in Europe.
Who's Seville got anymore?
Huh?
Who's Seville got anymore?
I don't have a clue. But when it comes to Europe, they usually do something in Europe. So I'm just going for them.
I'm going Man City, Borussia.
All right, so I'm gonna go Sevilla. Copenhagen are gonna be the whipping boys. All right.
No points from 6.
Yeah, I'm telling you, getting smashed all the time. But saying that, you went. Who did you go for the Champions League? You went PSG, and you said PSG will win it. They're doing well, you know. They are.
Talk to me, and it's the perfect group for them. This is the perfect group. Let's see what they've got.
They're about.
Let's see where they are.
They've started well, and the thing is, I know. To me, at the moment, the person who's kind of like not steady and not on the same wavelength is Mbappe. He's the one. I think Neymar's kind of got on board. I think he's realized this is last chance saloon for him, and it's a World Cup year as well. And
you know what it is? Then Neymar's like, who? This boy.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Now the arrogance is kicking in. Now the sort of and now he's got Messi with him as well. He's boy.
Yeah,
that's why Mbappe probably wants Rashford because Rashford will.
It's a puppy dog, isn't it?
Yeah, puppy dog, isn't it? Like, it's Neymar and Messi. And Neymar's like who? Mbappe. Okay, cool. So now he wants to show like we know when it's too easy. When he was at Barca and he knew he had Suarez and Messi to contend with, it was different stories.
You know what? People forget. Peak Neymar when he was with Suarez and Messi, bro.
It was a problem.
Neymar was stupid, bro. Like people forget. I know it was. I think
I'll
it's a
be one of
wrong
them
move.
that forget. I only forget, or I don't forget, is that I didn't like that he went to PSG.
Yeah, it was just stupid.
Because it was too easy for him, and it's like I want to take that step back. But now he's got a
Maybe a
point to
point to
prove.
prove. Yeah,
He's got
because
a point to prove.
Yeah,
He's going to show
I think
bits.
he could do bits. To be fair, he could do bits because Neymar, when it comes to talent, he has God-given talent what you can't teach. But
And
he just
what
doesn't
will
have the
happen
application
is
with it.
he do bits. They want to keep him, and then they leave. He'll
Yeah,
leave on his terms,
yeah.
and then he'll end up going back to Barcelona or even Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Like, screw you, Mbappe.
Yeah, but I hear what you're saying about PSG winning. I see it now. Maybe they have the right manager. I think people like Neymar are on board. Still gonna go with Bayern Munich because I just think Mane with Sane, Gnabry. I think as a collective, I think they're actually better with Lewandowski leaving. I just think
You know what's
collectively
mad, innit?
in
It
and
seems
out of
more
possession, it's
fluid.
mad. It's more fluid, and he can't. And the thing is, Mane can't stop scoring. Mane's gonna tear that league apart. And I think where he doesn't have to play at his 100% maximum in the Bundesliga, and they can just go all out in the Champions League. I think Bayern Munich going forward, I think their problems. I just think as a collective,
But you just see all the rest of all the wider players score more.
Yeah.
I think that's what it comes down to.
And that's it. And I think they would share their goals out now. They haven't got a man who's going to get them 40. I think Mane will get his 20. Gnabry will get 10, 12. Sane will get 10, 12.
And
So
when you've got a striker like Lewandowski, it's like you're obliged to pass him the ball.
Yeah, because he's obsessed with scoring.
Yeah, that's his job, and and it's just the way it works, and it just give him the ball in it, and he'll score goals.
Yeah. But now it's more of a collective. But I think Bayern, I've gone for Bayern at the start. I'm not going to change them. All right. Transfer rumours are Liverpool are trying to sign a midfielder.
What midfielder?
I don't know. At the moment, they've said that now they're linked with De Jong. Everyone's linked with De Jong. Personally, I don't think Liverpool have the finances in a sense of wages to pay because I think he's on 400 grand a week or something ridiculous.
But I warned you, didn't I? You've opened up a can of worms. With Salah being on the money he's on,
yeah,
you're gonna have to start playing with the big boys sooner or later.
100%. 100%. We've said this before. The model what Liverpool have as a fan base, I don't mind the model because it has brought us. If you look at the bigger picture, it has brought us success. But to me, it's only sustainable if you've got an elite manager who's on board. I don't believe when Klopp does leave, Liverpool are not going to get a manager like Klopp. It's like I'm not saying he's on the same level as Ferguson, but when Ferguson left, Man United fans knew they're never going to get a manager on that level. And certain things he worked wonders with certain squads where you'd think, how the hell did we win? Same thing with Liverpool. They're not going to have the same manager like Klopp. How are you going to get another elite manager to be on the same type of model of this sell to buy business? Because you look at Chelsea. I know Chelsea have lost a few players, but they've spent big to try and get back to where they are. And I feel that Liverpool under Klopp have never spent in a position of strength.
New owner, Chelsea, he's got to prove something. And plus they lost a few players, so he's trying to be bullish. He's trying to buy favour because he knows Abramovich was the man that if you're a Chelsea fan and you don't like Abramovich, then I don't know what's going on in your life. But I don't think you guys, where's the money going? I think that's the question. Like you've had like Champions League finals. Whether or not you're winning it's irrelevant. To get to that stage anyway, it's financial. You're gonna get financial gain from it.
100%.
So where is all this money going? So you might like it as a model, but where is the money going? I know you've done a tier in your stadium and you've improved the training grounds, but there's more money than that's been coming in, and it's been proven this year again. I think you said your net spend was 5 mil.
Yeah.
So like you got to be bigger than that.
100%.
I'm not saying that buying's the future, but I think he's known that you guys have needed something. I'm not going to say what it is, but you've needed something, or you constantly need to improve. It's irrelevant of whether you've got success. You constantly need to keep the players there motivated with challenges and not allow them to be comfortable.
100%. It's like you said, I think Ferguson done it the best in our kind of era. He always strengthened in a position of strength and always got rid of someone where it kind of raised eyebrows, but it was at the right time. Where with Klopp, I think he holds on to players too long. I understand with the Milner and Henderson
I don't.
staying, but I don't understand them still being regulars in the team. Would you think? You think if Fergie was at Liverpool, do you think he would have kept on Henderson and Milner? Because he really fighted tooth and nail. First, he fighted tooth and nail to get Ronaldo, wanting Ronaldo to sign a new contract. It didn't happen, but he was adamant that the owner sorted out Milner and Henderson's contract, which is mad to me.
But how do you How does your board not listen to keep Ronaldo?
That's mad. That's mad. It's bad.
And it's just. I'm hearing Bruce, you want Keita now.
Yeah.
You better hope they sign him, to be honest, just so you can bring one in, because that's where you're going to work.
But he's injured. And the thing is, that shouldn't be how we it feels like Klopp said a couple of weeks ago, when our players come back, if we do sign a midfielder and our players come back, we'll have too many midfield players. Well, that's not my problem. That's not the players' problem. At the end of the day, if you're good enough, you get in the side. If you don't, you don't play. Like, it feels like he has too much loyalty to the players that he actually has. But these players now are getting on in age. Their legs are going. You're looking at teams that are just overrunning Liverpool, where Liverpool back in the day, that was Liverpool's strength in the midfield, was legs. It was very combative, very workmanlike, and kind of outrun and outbullied, basically bullied teams. Now teams are doing it to Liverpool. They can't sustain any sort of counter attacks when the other teams are trying to attack us. We can't stop teams breaking through lines. And this has been happening even this last season when we were trying to win all four trophies. It was still slightly happening, but we were still winning games and we were getting goals.
Don't you think your pressing's died though?
Yeah, the pressing's gone, but the pressing's gone. Reasonably, there's two things. One, we're getting our midfielder getting too old. We can't press as high, and two, teams kind of sit back, so we can't press, if you know what I mean. Like, we're playing against, say, when we played Real Madrid, we had about
they're missing out that first press.
Yeah, we had about 70% possession against you guys. If you didn't watch the game, I think they said they had about 24 shots and it was 70% possession. Because teams now are saying, let Liverpool have it. Let them have it. We'll break them and hit them on a counter-attack. And it just 2 passes and you're in 1v1. That's what teams are playing, because we play this high line and our players don't, and our midfielders don't press.
Something's got to give. And plus, I know, like, my thoughts on the midfield option, and in saying that we've got too many midfielders. Why? Let's be honest. Elliott and Carvalho are relatively young. Yeah, I like both.
And you should be relying on them.
You should be relying on them. So
no chance.
So I would expect at least one of them to be out on loan.
Yeah.
Because why they're here.
Or Curtis Jones. It could be out of 3. One of them should be out on loan.
But one of them, Curtis Jones is 23. If you're not going to, I know you've got this. I know he's a homegrown kid or something, and all the rest of it. But if he's not going to make the grade, then sell him. These decisions have to be made, and it seems like you're not making the decisions, and you're saying, "Well, we've got too many midfielders," but you brought these midfielders.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Ox. Like, yeah, he's injured now, but the decision should have been made a long time ago. He's going,
and that's what I'm saying. And the thing is as well, I think Man United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs. I think if Ox would have been sold at least 2 years ago.
Well, no, we couldn't get you. We still got Phil Jones.
No, but the thing, I know, but most clubs would have sold them. Would have sold Ox 2 years ago. When Ox is fit, he doesn't play anyway. So why are you still keeping him?
Yeah,
he doesn't play him. He doesn't play him. Ox has never been the same when he got that injury against Roma in the semi-finals of the Champions League. And then Liverpool's style has changed while he was out for 18 months, where we're a counter-attacking side, and now we're a controlling side. We keep the ball a lot more.
But he can play like that. But I think he's gone the Wiltshire route where injuries have taken its toll. I think he's even lost his head due to the injuries. And he don't. You know when Hargreaves was like it as well?
Yeah.
It's a mental thing now.
Yeah.
And now I think he'll probably be scared.
Yeah.
Because he's going to be fearful of getting an injury. And he's fearful of getting an injury. He's going to get an injury.
Mm.
Whether it be over preparing or whether it be, it's just the fear factor. It's mental.
100%. But yeah, I don't see Liverpool buying a midfield player. We linked with De Jong, but the wages are too high.
If you buy De Jong and the wages that De Jong's going to want, unless he just like, you know what, it's Liverpool. And
it takes a massive wage cut.
I'll be on 200.
Yeah.
Even then, it causes rifts.
It does. But he would make our midfield better. I think the thing as well, it would make us better. And then if you go and get, like, say, a Jude Bellingham next season, then you've got a midfield of Jude Bellingham, De Jong, and Thiago and Fabinho rotating. Then you can that's a good midfield. Then now you've got the midfield sorted there. Then you can go again, and then maybe buy another forward or another forward player. Then you're ready to challenge again. But it feels like, I know Liverpool always want to get the right player, but it feels like they waste seasons. So they would rather wait, but you can't win then. So you just rather get Champions League and then go again next year. But that's another year wasted, if you know what I mean.
So definitely.
Because that's what it feels like. I understand that, because they may be looking at, okay, we could look at the Everton. We've spent twice as much money as Liverpool, but look where they are. Or look what Chelsea are doing, spending £60 million on Gordon, £40 million on 31-year-old Koulibaly, and all of that. And
but you're giving it to managers that don't deserve to have the money, if you know what I mean. Like
100%, yeah.
Marco Silvers and them type of characters. Like, you got Klopp there.
You got Klopp.
100%. I would have thought that he deserves the money.
100%. So
if he wants something and he needs something, clearly, I think that is showing that, yes, you've got injuries, but the injuries are, I think, as we've established before, that that's not going to be the last time these players get injured. It's more than likely that Thiago is going to be injured again this season, probably
100%.
around December time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
All of them.
You just, it's going to be.
You can't trust them. You can't trust them apart from the youngsters. You can't trust any of them. Even Fabinho, he usually has a 6 to 8 weeks out injury, muscle injury. Yeah, so that's what Liverpool's midfield is, mate. I'm not sure if it's just the owners. I think it's a bit of both. I think it's Klopp and the owners, because I think, like I said before, we said it before, if it was a Conte at Liverpool, I'd no chance in hell we would stand for what's going on at Liverpool, especially in the midfield situation. He would have said, look what he's done at Spurs. He's basically told them, listen, this is what you want. If you want to win, you need to spend this sort of money. And if you give me the tools, I will succeed. And at the moment, they've started off well. And I think he would talk.
He just got rid of anyone that he has no interest in.
100%.
Ali and Ndombele.
Yeah, straight.
You're not for me. See you later.
Second he comes in, he gets rid of Naby Keita, he gets rid of Ox, gets rid of Milner.
Even down to this, how petty that Conte is. Levy seemingly brought Jed Spence. You seen Jed Spence in the team yet?
He ain't had a game. He's not got a game.
Don't play with Conte.
No, Conte said, I didn't buy him,
You better. Listen, Jed Spence needs to be doing 10s in training.
Yeah, straight. Yeah. He won't get a game.
Because Conte is like, I didn't buy him. Because Emerson Royale is terrible. Like, he's doing a lot better, I think he's got a lot. He's toilet, bro. Like, he's terrible. I'm sorry. I can't be having him. But Jed Spence, he's got to get a game. But I don't see where it does, because would you rather play Pulisic there?
Yeah. I hear you. It's interesting, but I think Spurs will be all right. But yeah, Liverpool. I don't see where they're going to get a midfielder.
I don't see what midfielder.
They're putting all their eggs in on Bellingham, but to me, say if Liverpool did get Bellingham next year, to me they're still not guaranteed they're going to win the title. They're not favourites. They're still challenging. I think it makes them a lot better.
But like, I know you got away with spending 80 million on Alisson and Van Dijk and getting them on relatively low wages. You're not spending that money on Bellingham and getting them on low wages.
200 minimum.
Minimum?
200 minimum.
Like
Plus
what, when he
bonus.
can go Real Madrid and get 250, 300 or United?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
why? Do you know what I'm saying? He's got to be like a full-on supporter.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. But he's a Liverpool supporter, though.
Yeah. That might be the case, but
Yeah.
how much does he support Liverpool?
Yeah. Or that first, he might think that first contract, all right, I'll take 200, 250.
Okay.
And if he does bits and in 3 years becomes one of the best midfielders in the world, you've got to pay him the highest paid player in the club.
Okay. So say you support Liverpool, yeah? You get offered a chance to go Liverpool for 200, Real Madrid for 300, 350. Where you go?
Liverpool, because I support Liverpool.
I support United.
You're going United.
I ain't going United.
You're going United. Stop lying, bruv.
I ain't going United.
Bruv, what's the difference between 300 and 400? You're still getting paid millions, bruv. You're going. So you're telling me you got a chance to your chances play for Man United, the team you supported since a kid,
for 200 for near on 50% less wages.
No, plus bonus.
Listen, I've said this before, bro. Yeah. What do you think this team's gonna be there for me at the end of time? No, none of these teams are. None of them. Whether I support you or not, bro. At the end of the day, I support you. You don't support me.
I'm going Liverpool.
You know what I'm saying? Facts, bro. I'll go Real Madrid. Straight out of there.
I hear you.
I have no loyalty to them. Take the money. Smiling. That's life. This is why you can't blame Oscar. Like what Oscar done at Chelsea, and then he went China. You can't blame him. Like everyone's saying, stay in Europe, and he said what? He said, you know how many people I've got to feed?
Yeah, that set his family up for life. Like, generational wealth.
At the end of my career, what? You want me to be holding up trophies rather than money?
Straight. No, I hear you. Football's a short career. It's a short career. If you forget, like, you're longer retired.
Look at what Southampton done to Letizia. I swear, is he still banned?
Yeah.
This one-man club, you know.
Yeah, straight.
And these new owners come in. It's a short memory. Owners like, you didn't do it for me.
Yeah, there's no loyalty in football. I've told it from club and player. There's no loyalty. There's no loyalty.
Man, like, get that. It's long.
There's loyalty, but my conclusion is that Liverpool will not sign a midfield player. They'll just carry on and gamble and think they'll get top 4. All right, last bit. Man United turning the corner. Is it the end of the road for Shaw and Maguire? Their World Cup journey, their World Cup like aspirations are hanging by a thread. Is it the end for them? You know what? Go on. You can start off.
No, go on.
No, I was saying that we were talking about when you lot lost 4-0 to Brentford, and we thought that it's too late now for Ten Hag to get rid of these guys in a sense of dropping them because we thought the bad results. But Man United beating Liverpool, that's gave him a lifeline. That's gave Ten Hag a lifeline now where he can kind of dash them away now, especially if he could beat Southampton on Saturday. He could do what he wants with them because they will see like, wow, there's a vision now.
I think at 4-0, no one can like he's got a free hit because no one can be complain about being dropped. And yes, Malacia done all right when he come on, and yes, like it's a perfect game because you can say, okay, it's an excuse for Harry in terms of there's a lot of pace in Liverpool with Diaz and Salah. So maybe I'll go the other route. So, but is it the end of the road? Personally, I hope so. I hope Chelsea don't get Fofana. They panic buy Tom Bowley with his dumb
get Harry Maguire.
Comes and gives us 60 mil, saves our club for Harry. Oh my God.
Imagine.
Listen, you see if that happens. No. You see if that happens, yeah? No, don't kill me.
That's quality.
Do not kill me. I thought like he could become a bit. I don't care. Not involved. Like for me, I think he has to go. But I don't think it's the end of the road for him. I think it's perfect for him in terms of I've said that in anything he needs to be taken out of the firing line anyway. All onus is on him. And as much as I say that Van Dijk was playing with sly fear, like Harry must be in the headlights.
Oh, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Like he must be like a rabbit in the headlights because he can do no right. This is going back for a long time now. This is going back from when he cupped his ears when he scored for England against, I can't even remember who it was.
But he's put it on himself. Though he done some stupid.
He does some stupid like.
There was no need to doing that. Like, you know, you're public enemy number one. What? Why? And you're not built. You're not built like that either.
He doesn't read his audience, bro. He don't read the crowd. You know, like he just comes out and he's just like, "What are you?" That just shows you that he's not built. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's so much. It's not as if like Roy Keane used to do it. There was methods to all of Roy Keane's madness. You knew what he was saying actually made sense. Do you know what I mean? Even though it was nuts. But Harry just comes out and he just sounds stupid. And whatever he says is stupid. Like he starts talking about, well, I can't be that bad if every manager's picked me. Like, come on, bro.
Shut up,
like,
bro.
Do you know? Like, come on. Well, that's some schoolboy stuff.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, there's no accountability for your performances. I can't be that bad. Instead of owning it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
or just not saying nothing and just make your performance just do the talking. Just don't say nothing.
He doesn't want to come out when we get defeated, even though he's meant to be the captain. I just think he just needed for his own sanity. He just needed to be taken out of the team. Because there'll never be a way back for him otherwise.
Yeah, I think if you can get a result against Southampton, I don't think there's a way back now because your best performance is without Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, for some reason, has like this arrogance that he deserves to be there. If you know, like, there's no fault that ever lays at his ground, sort of thing. He seems a bit petulant, like Maguire. Bit similar character, to be honest. Like, always someone else. Like, he made a resurgence at one point, but it still wasn't a great resurgence.
No,
you know,
just
like
better. Just better.
Just better.
Just better. Yeah, just better.
Like, but in essence, you're on too much money for what you are. You've got this entitlement that you just think you're the guy. Can you be a left back these days and don't get goals or assists?
Nah, you've got to do something.
Like,
you got to do one or the other. Yeah, he doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything.
The one thing I can give Shaw is that his recovery is very good. Like, I very rarely see him, even though recently he's slack with a couple of the goals, especially against Brighton.
1v1s, he's quite good. Like dribbling, if you're dribbling at him, he's quite good. Like
very similar to Wan-Bissaka in that regard.
Yeah.
Where if you play to his strengths and try running,
it's hard. It's hard to beat.
Play around him, stand him up.
Don't have a clue. Yeah, you don't have a clue.
You slow it down a bit, like, and he doesn't have to. He can't use his pace or power.
Yeah.
He's lost, and for some reason he takes corners now. Hey, when has Shaw become techie like this? When has he become prime Dennis Irwin? What am I seeing?
Man, it's bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, forget all of this. For me, again, Telles just wasn't consistent enough and too lightweight.
Yeah, for the Prem.
I like him as a player, to be honest, but I just don't
technically.
I don't think the Prem suits him. The league, it's like Contral. Remember when Contral went Chelsea from?
Yeah.
Not of the same caliber, but similar in style. I just feel like it doesn't suit him. Where if he was in Spain, I think it'd suit better.
Yeah, he's a La Liga guy or playing in the Portuguese league. He look decent.
Even Italy would suit. It's like a Giroud at left back, isn't he? You know, like techie.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
But does have the physical attributes to cope with the Premier League week in, week out. You're coming against Premier League's mad because you're not coming against guys who are mad techie or mad technically, but you're coming against pace and power all the time. So 1 week you'll be playing Zaha, and then you're going to play set backs the next week. It just don't stop. Then you got Diaz, and even if you can talk about Rashford, you know Rashford's got pace. It's like every man has just got a bag of pace and power. So you're always being tested.
And Southampton, the most erratic team in life.
Yeah,
like they're just horrible. And then you got the set piece wonder boy, James Ward.
Yeah,
right. They you never know what you're going to get from Southampton.
100%.
It's they're a 9 or a 2.
100%. But yeah, I personally think it's the end of the road for Luke Shaw and Maguire. I wouldn't be surprised one of them gets sold. I think Luke Shaw might get sold. I think Maguire will stay.
I think too late. Like if you
Yeah.
go Luke Shaw, who do you go? Who do you leave?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
do you say that Martinez can play out there, so
They
you've
can
got
play it
cover?
there.
And
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair on Malacia. Malacier's had one game. He played quite well, or he played very well, in fact.
But we need to know, can he do it against the lesser sides in the sense of creating and overlapping? So he just, I hear you.
But Shaw's another one. He will only perform if he knows that someone's going to take his place, and now he has to perform.
And but I think he's had enough chance. What, 9 years he's been at Man United, and really nailed down a regular spot. Hasn't been really that good.
But he's another one that Mourinho didn't want or didn't like.
Yeah, and he told people.
But did Mourinho give him a new contract though, or was it?
No, it was Solskjaer. It wasn't Mourinho.
No, I think it was Mourinho.
No, Jose said. No, I swear Jose said that it was basically when you play with Shaw, it's my brain and his body, because he hasn't got one.
No, I need to feel. But I swear it was it. Can't remember. But I know. Yeah, it was another one that Jose wasn't a massive fan of anyway. But it's again too late in the window. We're still playing catch up. We're still trying to sign players. Mad, 1 week left. Is there even a week left? What we got?
Yeah, literally a few days. Just less than a week.
I think it's just under a week.
Yeah.
Just under a week left, and we're still playing catch up. Like, just doesn't make sense. We've left it too late to do anything. So definitely too late to sell players. We've still got Jones, Bailly still there. Like, has Teller's even gone?
Yeah, I think he's gone to Sevilla.
Yeah, he did go. But did we just hang on to Wan-Bissaka still there? It's just I don't see who's going.
I hear you. But it'll be interesting. But yeah, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our channel and make us grow. We'll be back on Monday at 10 o'clock to talk about the winners and losers of the Premier League weekend.
Hopefully it's Liverpool the losers. Come on,
it's gonna be Mo Salah bagging a hat trick.
Yeah, he's gonna
feel it. Yeah, he's gonna feel his boots against Bournemouth. But yeah, we'll be back on Monday 10 o'clock. Make sure you tune in. Tobias, got anything to say?
Come on, the Bournemouth, mate.
Yeah, come on, Southampton. All right, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We are Real Talk Football TV, and we are out.